things first, before we get into it, we are really excited to announce a live show, Lip Service Live, March 28th. It goes down at Caroline's on Broadway. Make sure you get your tickets now because it's definitely going to sell out. We're going to have a great time. Me, L'Oreal, Gigi McGuire will all be there. So make sure you go to carolines.com and get those tickets. More announcements to come. Hey, today's episode of Lip Service is brought to you by Jesus and Mero, the all-new weekly late-night talk show, now on Showtime. The Bronx's own Jesus Nice and the Kid Mero brings their illustrious take on current events, politics, sports, and pop culture, all while talking spicy with the week's hottest celebrity guests. A new episode of Jesus and Mero drops every Thursday at 11 p.m. only on Showtime. And now, exclusively for Jesus and Mero fans, you can stream Showtime for only $4.99 a month for 6 months after a 30-day free trial. To secure the deal and support the brand, go to showtime.com/hive. Offer available for new subscribers only. Expires March 14th. In order to support our show, we'll need the help of some great advertisers. And in order to find great advertisers, we need to learn a little bit more about you. So please go to podsurvey.com/Angela and take a quick anonymous survey that will help us get to know you a little better. That way we can show advertisers just how great our listeners are. Plus, once you complete that survey, you can choose to enter for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Terms and conditions apply. Again, that's podsurvey.com/Angela. That's podsurvey.com/Angela. Thanks for your help. Lip Service. What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm L'Oreal.
Shauna Brooks.
Chanel Ayana.
Chanel Ayana, this is her first time here, but you know Shauna is a part of the Lip Service family.
Oh, yes.
And you just did New York Fashion Week.
Oh, yes.
I see you in the Vogue and everything.
Listen, I gagged too, girl. I was like, wow, long way. Paving waves, like dead serious, especially the one. I mean, I'm the Cardi B of the trans community, so they really be trying to knock everything out of my hands. Mm-hmm. But now I just have to be in silence. Now I make my moves a little bit silent.
See, the Cardi B thing is an interesting comparison because she has so much support also at the same time. Mm-hmm. And then I think like sometimes she be letting the hate get to her too much.
Yeah. How could you not? Mm-hmm. How could you not? We live, this social media era is just, it's beyond social media now. Like everything, everywhere you go, it's what's your Instagram? What's your, who are you? Mm-hmm. It's a bit much at times. It's very overwhelming. And I know in the professional career world, I don't want people to judge my Instagram to be me because it's not.
Your Instagram is funny as fuck. I be looking on there sometimes. I be like, yo, Shauna is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I guess that speaks for my personality, but yeah, I definitely post a lot of crazy stuff that people wouldn't ordinarily see.
Yours is very sexy, Chanel.
Yeah, I keep it sexy. My Instagram is like really, I guess you could say over sexual, but in real life, I'm kind of totally like a tomboy, hippie, universal, like weirdo. And people don't know that at all.
Really? So why the big separation between what you are in real life and your Instagram?
Because I am sexy.
You're both.
I am sexy and I do love, you know what I mean, my look, and I like being a girl and I like all the girly stuff and having, boobs and butt and all the things. But I really am just hella chill. Like on my everyday, like I hate wearing makeup. Definitely. I hate getting dressed. I like wearing like sneakers and Uggs and stuff. I'm really like chill, but that's what kind of content I've been giving. So of course, I got to keep up with my numbers and all of, the things that I do. So I have to, keep staying that
momentum.
So let's talk about paying the bills. So what pays the bills?
Listen, social media pays my bills now. Mm-hmm. Actually, okay, let me scratch that, y'all. My fans, my supporters, my loyal supporters pay my bills. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize how much that it really meant until when I was homeless and I tried to do everything that I could in my power to not use the people around in my circle. So I went to a homeless shelter for women. My fame got the best of me because whoever it was that I, walked into knew who I was. So, and the time it was around the holidays. So she was like, we're booked. over capacity. On top of that, Shauna, you know, there's nothing that we could do because technically you are transgender, and you know this is an all women shelter. So you know that was like a stab in like, whoa, wait a minute, like I'm homeless though. Like you can offer me anything else, and then you know going around from other places to different places. A week went past, and I went to my social media. I was like, can y'all believe that I found a shelter and was staying in the shelter for a week? And on my 7th day, I was like, I can't take it anymore. And when I posted that, it wasn't like I was asking for anything, but I did put my PayPal in the bio. Mm-hmm. And like in 3 days, it was like $5,000.
Wow. That's amazing.
And then like anytime I ask my followers for advice, anything I ask, it's a DM that's helping me, guiding me along the way. Mm-hmm. Like if I need a hookup with a rental car, if I need a flight, if like anything, my house, my clothes, my everything. It's gotten so bad that Shauna Brooks, the individual personality, the actress, all of those things, they're making their own Shauna Brooks merch. They're making their shirts. They've sent me candles. They've sent me like pillows. Like it's ridiculous at this point. But I never knew that I had that much support until I needed them, you know?
How did it come to that? Cause I think people look at social media, celebrity and think automatically like
that we're rich and famous and all of the things. I think everybody has this case by case scenario. And I think for me, a lot of my following follows me because I do keep it real. I do keep it honest. I'm not going to bullshit you and you're going to get it straight, you know, off my tongue. It's no sugarcoating. A lot of the things when they see you on TV, they think that you're automatically doing great, but these checks comes, you know, sporadically. Yeah. So you have to keep working and really stay afloat by your current work that you do that's going to catch up with the rest of the checks. Mm-hmm. So at the time when I was working, like I had went thorough for 2 years and then I was like not doing anything for a year and then everything hit back to back to back. So my come up was like really, really quick. But at the same time, what led to that was moving to Atlanta was different for me because I've never had a real job. So when I got into entertainment, things changed. Not knowing who to trust. That is what led me to being homeless, was being in the wrong place with the wrong people and people telling you one thing and then doing a total another just to gain whatever they could. A simple argument with me because they knew I would cuss them out on live and tell my followers, look, this person did me dirty, but that's what they wanted. When I realized... Right. So when I realized that, I was like, fuck, I can't talk about shit now. So I had to deal with it on my way. And that's why I said, let me deal on the government and help them try to help me. They said I was not HIV positive, so I couldn't get any assistance with the LGBT nonprofits. They said I wasn't pregnant. I was single with no kids. Like, they was like, basically, you're fine. I was like, what?
That's crazy. How could they say all those things?
Exactly. That's what I said. The one organization that was a transgender shelter, it wasn't that. It was a lady building the company up. So she was using the community clubhouse as the shelter underneath in the basement. And I stayed there. I stayed there for 6 days, girl. And on my 7th day, I was just like,
I can't do this.
I can't. No, I couldn't. I was just like, I couldn't do anything. And I was so far out and it wasn't Atlanta. So, and I don't know how to do the subways. I mean, or the public, I don't do that.
And listen, even if you did know how to do public transportation in Atlanta, it goes south and east, south and north and east and west, and that's it. You ain't getting too far on the public transportation in Atlanta, even if you did know how to get around.
It wasn't working, but that's how everything landed. I had helped save the boy's life and everything on my live. He had got shot and I helped him and he kicked me out. Like, literally, like, I was like, oh my gosh. And then that became a story with Mama D and it was just a big thing.
That's crazy. You've had some crazy experiences.
Tell me about it.
How do you and Chanel know each other?
Dang, I'm trying to think because I feel like I've known you for mad long. Where do we meet?
Bitch.
Okay, I think obviously like we know each other from social media. And then I just feel like we probably
modeling.
modeling and ran into each other at like just random like events and stuff. And I'm just like super cool, and I like meeting people. I'm very friendly, so I'm like, yeah.
She was very standoffish for like a year though.
But that's because I live in secrecy though. I live in secrecy.
Yeah.
Why do you live in secrecy?
I like it that way. Like, this is the thing. My Instagram, they're just pictures of me. You don't know what I'm doing, what I'm involved with, who my friends are. You don't know anything. You just see a picture, some butt cheeks, and a smile. I'm a Gemini.
Smart girl.
Oh, you a Gemini too?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
these Geminis.
They get crazy.
There's a twist.
May 23rd.
That's my birthday.
Everybody has the same birthday.
Yeah, May 23rd.
It's so weird. You meet so many people with your same birthday.
That's crazy.
So many crazy people.
GG crazy.
GG crazy.
Listen,
No, but
Gigi
I
gets
just
turned
like to be private. You know what I mean? I like to be private, and I do a lot of stuff that isn't really to be spoken about, So
What do you mean by that?
Like what?
like, I mean, just different things, you know what I mean? Like just different avenues and different industries and, ways to hustle and make money and stuff. So I just like to keep it private because it's kind of, everyone isn't ready
have
for
a
the
trusting
real
environment.
Listen, you don't want to be where I was by trusting folks. So
everybody,
I totally can
isn't ready
understand.
for certain things. So I
said they were offering you $1.5 million to do porn.
Yeah, I get a lot of porn offers. Like I get crazy ones. I get very legitimate deals and offers, but it's just not my thing, Like I just really don't like it. Like I'm going to keep it real. A long, long, long time ago, I was wild young. I was probably like 19 or 20. I did like this little sexy, like it was a website, and they basically posted like big name girls on there to kind of do like sexy videos of you like with fishnets and kind of naked and just little raunchy shit. You know
but
what I
not
mean?
actual sex. It's like you by yourself.
No, not sex. It's just us just being sexy and just pretty much being
like
raunchy, topless, nude, like whatever.
Yeah.
And it was a site where people could sign up and they can go on there and they can watch the videos of me and other like, popular social media girls. I'm not going to name the site because they're trash and y'all know who you are. But I did that. They paid me a good amount of money for it. So that's obviously why I did it. And I hate it. If I even see a person mention it in my comments, I block them immediately. Wow. Even if they're complimenting it. If I even see it, you're blocked. You're gone. When
just for y'all, so if you guys listening, don't go on there and mention it.
Right,
I hate it. First of all, I was hella young.
Block Ayana.
I've been a hustler for a long, long time. I was young and I was like, well, they're paying me good money. I'm going to just do it. Forget, bust it out, whatever. But I hate it. It looks trashy. It's raunchy. Like, I don't feel good about myself for it at all. It's like the one thing that I did that I hate. And so imagine it wasn't even porn.
Right.
And I feel like I really hated that.
That's interesting because a lot of people that are listening might have those options to do those avenues, but it is something you have to think about, like, how am I going to feel about this later?
In the long run.
Even if it's a nice check at the time, how am I going to feel about this later?
Because 1.5 sound like a good old check.
Listen.
I've had so many like prominent companies, brands reach out to me, and I've like actually sat and thought about it. You know what I mean? Had like 7 days of thought, like, this is a lot of money. Just do it. Fuck it. Sorry, I don't know if I'm supposed to say
it's okay.
that.
Yeah, okay. Shit,
I'm
fuck,
like,
damn, motherfucker.
Right.
Okay, cool. I've been blurring my curse words. I don't know if you guys noticed. I didn't know. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Just do it. You're going to get some money. Like, whatever. Just do it.
And you be thinking no one's going to really know.
No one's going to care. Whatever. It'll blow over. But I really do have bigger dreams and goals and things that I want to do. So I'm just like, nah, don't do it, But when people send me those little emails, like, we're going to offer you this and I'm like, block.
That's a lot to consider though. 1.5 million?
Listen.
Shit.
I just couldn't imagine.
Girl, the tuck is running, girl, over, girl. Balls and jaws, girl. What you want? You want it this way?
Well, Shauna, for you now, how's everything financially?
My OnlyFans. So one of my tranny girlfriends, and I hate that people hate the word tranny. But
I know we're not supposed to say that. We say trans women.
Listen, tranny, she-male, he, she, look, it's all gonna boil down to whatever. I totally get it. But I guess because it's my girlfriend, I guess because I'm trans, it's just like the nigga to me.
Right.
You
can say it if you're part of the community.
Right. So, one of my girlfriends from LA, it's funny how this started. So I ended up getting flown out to LA right before I had to go to jail.
Yeah, you gotta say flued out.
I flew out. So it's this guy in Hollywood, and I get there, and then he talks in reference about this other particular girl that he was dating. Come to find out, she's a follower of mine. So I'm just like, okay. So when I go in and eavesdrop to see what's going on, she sends me a DM and was like, I know you're going through some things, and I know that, you know, you're having trust issues with people. She was like, but you need to get OnlyFans. And I'm like, I'm not a porn star. I don't want to be a porn star. That's not the alley that I'm going. She was like, girl, you control what they see. You are Shauna Brooks. You make them see what you want them to see. Mm-hmm. So I was like, how do I audition to be those Cinemax, Showtime, 12 a.m. Your mama said, don't go down. Listen. And all you saw was a white girl and her boobs moving up and down with the motion. I said, so softcore. I was like, okay. Well, I mean, shit. My first TV show I came out to the world was I was a whore. So, hey, why not? Listen.
Yeah, I remember when you came to LA, we met up and we went to the place when I was getting my Botox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like,
you were really interested in it, but you were hesitant.
I was so scared.
You were hesitant. And I was like, just do it.
My, my whole following is nothing but bad bitches. So I'm like, girl, what should I do? They're like, girl, this one girl sent me her screenshot.
How much money she was making?
Listen.
Yeah, because I had just signed up for it at the time. We both had just kind of, I was on it, and then you were telling me that you wanted to get on it. And I was like,
yeah, I just see you post, like, go look at my
link in bio.
Yeah.
In 6 months. Mind you, the regular normal average price of OnlyFans is $4.99. Let's be quite real and honest. Whether you're a stripper, whether you are a hairstylist, and you selling secrets of the industry by your OnlyFans. OnlyFans is what you make it.
Right.
With your following. So if you have a following, it's easier to have them migrate, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I said, okay, I have Instagram and barely got Facebook. Let me see what it's hitting for. So I posted one video, and what juicier way to have me and a guy, because everybody loves to see me with men. I don't know why, but
it's so funny.
It's like,
I do like it too.
I do like it. Funny.
And I'm being really mean with the men, and they are literally have no fucks to give. Like the guys, it's always an issue after the fact, but during the fact,
they don't care.
They don't care, right? They were with all the shit, girl. Toes in their mouth and everything, girl.
I saw that.
Listen.
Did you see her get her toes sucked?
I didn't see it.
Oh, my God.
Girl.
He was going to town.
He deep-throated
on those toes.
Foot, like, all in his... Yeah.
He was going to town. You got cute toes and everything, but he was going to town on them toes.
So, I said, all right, let me edit this, to make it, no penetration, no nothing. So I can't get into that whole, I'm blurring the lines of pornery. Mm-hmm. And one post a month with one video, one picture for the month, OnlyFans. And I'll leave it up until they block it, which will probably be an hour, if that, because they're going to snatch it down. But in the last, I've had it 8 months, I made over $25,000.
Damn.
That's crazy.
One video once a month.
And
until they take it down.
My subscription is $25, $30.
Okay.
So I have some loyal, and they send me tips. Every message that they talk to me, they're getting, we
can go live on there now.
Are you lying?
No.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
This your friend? She didn't even tell
You better update your app, girl.
Go live.
Listen. But yeah, I mean, and that lets me know, like, and it's so sad that people are more interested in my sexual life than my entertainment life.
Girl, you know sex sells.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's true. People are interested in everybody's sexual life.
People are interested in sex.
Yeah, it's a fact. So it's nothing to,
But I mean, sometimes I be wanting to be, Miss Goody Two Shoe and not, have to dibble and dabble in that. But it's like, and then
bills, girl.
The women, that's the majority of my followers are women. Mm-hmm. And they're like,
because they want to see that thing you got going on.
Listen. Okay. And they're every time it's like, when you gonna show us, like, where it's at? And I'm just like, listen, like,
What's it slapping for?
That's funny.
I don't know. Like, if I find the right guy or if I find the right girl,
it's good to go.
Yeah.
Now, listen, we left off the last episode and we didn't answer this question yet. So I want you guys to guess, okay?
Okay.
One of us in this room, which lip service girl said this? I was dating this guy and I was staying at his condo. It was a hot summer day and the electricity got cut off. Actually, the electric company showed up and shut everything down. Fortunately, I was able to save the day and pay for his bill, but it was never the same after that. Which one of us paid that bill?
Gigi.
Cake Mama G.
Wait, was it really?
Nope.
I feel like it was L'Oreal.
It was L'Oreal.
Because you got the nice look in your eyes.
Damn.
Actually, I messed the story up. She didn't pay the bill.
Yeah, I actually did it. I was like, is she going to tell? But I didn't pay the bill.
It was your first time at his house.
It was my first time at his house.
Why would he think that you should pay it anyway?
Girl, imagine you go into a
he
house for the
wasn't
first time and
there.
your lights get cut off.
Oh, he wasn't there.
But it was her boyfriend. But it was her boyfriend.
It was my boyfriend. Okay. He had moved. I lived in New Jersey. He lived in Miami. So I went there and like, he went to the studio or something, and I got up because I heard somebody like knocking and like ringing the bell, and I go to the door and it's the light company. Right?
Does the bell work when the lights go off?
And I think it's like a regular bell. It's not like a ring or anything. And this is a long time ago. So basically they were like, yes, we're here for non-payment and we need somebody to pay right now or we're going to cut it off. And when I tell you, it was like 102 degrees. My phone might have been dying, everything, right? And I'm like, how much is it? And it was something crazy, like maybe like $700 something.
Whoa, he didn't pay that for a minute.
Yeah, he didn't pay his bill for a minute. So I was like, okay, no.
I don't have it.
Can you give me 10 minutes and pack a bag?
I'm not gonna lie. If it was like $100 something for me not to be hot, I probably would have paid it. But $700 something, fuck no. So I called him and I was like, yo, they're about to shut off your lights. Like, what should I do? He's like, you can't just pay it for me.
No, you couldn't just pay it this whole time. So I'm sorry, no.
So we're not gonna give you that.
So basically, I said no. He got mad, and Dad did not come back to the house.
Wow.
He left me there, and I like obviously booked a flight or whatever. But by the time he came back, like I was pissed and whatever. I left the next morning.
We're finished.
Now, if that was you, Chanel, what would you have done in that case?
No, I'm not paying no bills for no man. It's not going to happen. First of all, I'm going right to the Westin or the somewhere, the Mondrian. I don't know. I'm not paying it. Like, are you dumb? $700.
$700.
No,
that ain't no 1 month bill. They're not coming to cut you off.
That's not 1 month. That means you're irresponsible. You're very irresponsible.
But I bet you got on the $700 Louis belt.
Come on. All the Yeezys they make. No, we're not doing that.
Shauna, you'd have paid it?
He wouldn't have gave you the money back.
First off,
he wouldn't have gave me the money back.
He wouldn't have gave you the money back.
At all.
He can't even give it to them.
What money am I going to find to pay the bill? Because I'm trying to stay with the nigga. Like, no. Now, if I was hot, phone was dying, I had to catch a flight to, like, sis, I don't know. But, and it depends on how long we were together. Was he fucking me good?
Yeah, there's a lot of variables.
A flight is cheaper than the light bill. Just take your ass home.
Right. You could always go camp out at the airport. And
that's what I'm saying.
Charge your phone for free.
I charged my phone on the computer, on the laptop, because I didn't have a choice. And I booked my flight, and I got the fuck on.
What do you think is cheaper, to be in a relationship or to be single?
Listen, it is cheaper to have me come and entertain you and leave with my problems.
It definitely is, because this is the thing. If I'm in a relationship with you, and it depends on what kind of guy this is and where his mentality is, right? If I'm in a relationship with you, that means that you don't want me to be out here getting my coins. And the way that I get my coins might upset you. So now you have to take on the financial loss that I'm taking.
You got to pay for my time.
Okay. So now it's like, well, if you don't want me to go be a dancer, you don't want me to, be doing all this stuff on Instagram with the hot videos like OnlyFans like we were talking about. You don't want me showing myself on the net like that. But you want me to be with you, and I still got all these bills.
Something
what
has
are
to
we
give.
doing? You know what I mean? You have to compensate me. So it kind of could cost more.
So it costs more to be in a relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Historically, they say it costs more to be single.
But then that's why I said it depends on the person's mentality because all guys are not like that.
Because if you live together,
I don't want you working.
Well, maybe not.
I'm not having sex with my roommate.
Yeah, I was just single for quite some time, and it cost me more to be single because I had to pay expensive ass rent and all of the bills and everything else.
But I'm pretty sure your boyfriend feel like it's more expensive to be in a relationship. Because he took on your bills that you...
He already had them bills.
Right. you get what I'm saying? It's still, like, even I think about it, like, all right.
Because now he don't got to pay her rent.
He don't got to pay her rent, but he got to pay an extra light bill because you in that motherfucker flickering lights and shit. That's I'm not
he already
saying
was paying a light bill.
But even like, yeah, but it's different. Like,
but think about how much more expensive it is for men to date multiple women, too.
I love those guys.
It's cheaper to keep them. Okay?
I love those guys.
Yeah, because it is more expensive when men have to like go on dates. When men are
balancing hoes.
Yeah.
But if they got the certain kind of girl, like you said, like certain kind of girls don't need as much upkeep as other women.
See, and I don't want that type of guy.
Because it's true.
What's your ideal guy, Shauna?
Rich.
Somebody that is financially and mentally stable. Period. If your mind is right
and
the money is right, that means I don't have to stress at night.
Do you think there's anybody that has both of those though? Mind right and money right?
I think the newer generation, we're living in this new era where social media has corrupted the mindsets of chivalry. Back in the day, honestly, with women, men had to fight for the attention. Men no longer have to fight because with one swipe, they can have access to any and whoever. So whatever girl that denies you or that slides you past, there's a new girl that's in the right space and place to accept your offer and take.
She ready.
So at the end of the day, there is no longer a fight for, the woman of your dreams that is this cover girl, this model. But at the same time, then you level up. So now you dealing with ballers. Now you dealing with niggas who got the money, who can date you. So how are you going to differentiate yourself from them?
From the rest.
When it comes down to that, the reason is the advancement of technology. Because we know what the picture looks like or the video of the roses in a nice car with a big bow. But they don't know the foundation that it took to build up to that. And that's what men are missing with dating women. I see it all the time, even with the approach when men date, men online dating with social media, with different apps, dating apps, whatever. Men come at me so entitled. They are, their minds are so corrupt. Like they feel like, how you hit me up, but you expect me to act a certain way, like even in a dialogue conversation. People don't even know what ETA is.
Oh, I sent that to y'all today. What's your ETA?
Yeah, people don't know.
I knew what it was.
People do not know what ETA is. And then they ask you with a whole computer in their hands.
You could Google it.
What is that?
What's ETA? I know you fucking lying.
Support for today's show comes from Third Love. Third Love uses data points generated by millions of women who have taken their Fit Finder quiz to design bras with breast size and shape in mind. The results are perfect fit and premium feel. Simply answer a few questions and you can find your perfect fit in 60 seconds. Then once you receive your bra, you can wear it, wash it, and put it to the test for 60 days. And if you don't love it, return it and Third Love will wash it and donate it to a woman in need. It's all a part of their 100% fit guarantee. This is hands down the most comfortable bra you'll own, with straps that won't slip, tagless labels, and a lightweight, super thin memory foam cups. This is hands down the most comfortable bra you'll own, with straps that won't slip, tagless labels, and lightweight, super thin memory foam cups. They even have a line of incredibly soft and breathable cotton bras. Third Love knows that there's a perfect bra for everyone, so right now they are offering my listeners 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/lipservice now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/lipservice and get 15% off today. Do you think that now this quote stigma against dating a trans woman is getting better? Like it's not as...
What was the last one? Dwight?
Oh yeah, there. But I kind of feel like that went away quick.
The real stories always do go away quick, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he didn't say anything about it. He didn't protest it. It just
I saw for myself. I was outside of the club and I met the individual that was that was involved with them. And I mean, I saw it for my own eyes flip the phone, Instagram, boom, live story feeds, whatever. He was there. So whether he was there to figure out what was going on, whatever, I don't know. I don't care. But I feel like the community of minorities in lower income, ignorance is so big. The lack of education and knowledge and tolerance and acceptance and respect is so needed to be worked on in those what do you, I don't want to say it like, you know, hoods or whatever, but you know, as you gear up to go to like middle class and, you know, upper echelon, people are educated. People learn about stuff. They're more open and, you know, acceptive to learning and experiencing and understanding. But people that like poverty and niggas in general, I don't think that is changing at all. I think it's actually getting worse.
Really? You think it's worse?
I mean, you have to take into the statistics. Like even with myself, becoming famous did nothing for me positive outside of my accolades that I had already done. So being famous honestly caused me nothing but to be a target, even to this day.
Right.
Now I have a civil suit that I had to go to jail, Angela, in order for the Transgender Law Center of America, the LGBT people, to come and help me. Why? When I was talking about this before, when I was going through it, y'all could have intervened. Y'all could have did something. But now that you know there's a check on the line, now you want to show up and stand in solidarity with me. When I was telling you, bitch, I need help.
Right. You want to help me then.
These niggas is trying to bury me. So now I had to go to go through a traumatic issue of going to an all men's prison. At 30 years old, how is a judge going to tell me what I'm doing in my life? I hope you learn your lesson. Listen, if I was robbing banks for 30 years, you think halfway into my life I'm going to stop? No.
That's traumatic to go to an all men's prison.
Yes. And I was there and you know, and I never talked about it. Like, and that was real.
That's dangerous.
That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. He did everything in his power. He called me a he, she. He called me a mister. He called, like, it was ridiculous. My lawyer's the same lawyer as Kodak Black's brother was. Like, we were in the same fucking pod. So, which I didn't know. But it's just like, that was too much for me. Like, and I don't even, if I have to go to jail again, I'd be on the run. I don't give a fuck about a TV show. And if my warrant comes back, fuck that. I'm not going to jail. I don't belong there.
So that's what the law still is to this day, that you would have to go to an all men's prison.
Yeah.
Yep. And then what was even more sadder was the fact that in July of 2018, Virginia had just passed the Non-Discriminatory Act for LGBT in the workplace, healthcare, and housing. So that means that there must be a set protocol in the court of law that all professionals must adhere to and adapt to how to deal with LGBT people. And I guess this judge just knew that he was about to get fired or retired, so he didn't have no fucks. And I mean, he like,
what I want with you.
I just didn't understand that. You know what I mean? And I went in there, so, you know, my followers sent me this right here. Like, this is a $4,000 Dolce & Gabbana's pantsuit jacket. Like they really take. If I say I need them niggas, they gonna come through. Like, but going to jail and dealing with niggas, look, I'm a boss. And I'm good with men. But jail is not for a trans, not with men in general population. And I was there. And I had more respect as a transgender celebrity in jail than I do out here in these streets.
Wow.
Listen, my wig was still on. My jewelry's still on. Like, they treated me like, listen, they already knew who I was when I came in there. So it was kind of like, oh, y'all don't see me, y'all don't follow me on the regular side, but when I'm in here, now y'all all want to.
Y'all know me now. Oh, you know me now.
You know what I mean?
How do you react when somebody tries to slide in your DMs, but they want to keep it on the low?
Honestly, I don't even want to deal with those type of people. My life is too open and too wild and too out there that to subject any man that is not mentally ready to deal with what comes along with dealing with someone like me. And I'm so unapologetic that look, I can be discreet. because I'm with that with several people. And I never show who I'm really, really like dealing with on my social media. I play with people all damn day. But I'm more so back in the day before I got famous, I was like, Chanel, like my private life is my private life.
This is my social media life.
You know what I mean? Like that's just, I separate the two. I don't want to get it confused. When guys who want to date me, I'm 30 years old. At this point, if you're not showing me with actions, then we cannot even have a conversation because so many men want action from me, but there's nothing offered in return. So, I mean, and think about it. If I want to stop being a thought, if I want to stop doing that lifestyle and I do want to settle down, a man has to step up, and it's not too many of those who are comfortable with themselves. And then like I got an issue now. I'm dating this guy who is an actor, and it's just like, he famous, I'm famous. He's telling me to hold on, wait till he get this bag. You made $1 million this year. How long do I wait?
Right. You got it bag.
So you don't want to stand in this bullshit with me, but you want me to stand by you while you accrue this, but yet you're not showing me anything, no initiative. You're not paying my bills. You ain't put me in no wagon. Like, what am I doing here? You want your cake and eat it too. It's time for men to step up to the plate and say and do what you mean.
What makes you stay with him then?
Oh no, we were dating.
Oh, you're not anymore.
No, not after the fact. You always learn how niggas are after the fact.
What about guys that want to post you up? And sometimes you feel like,
I run away. I run away.
Yeah.
I run away. I'm so scared. Like guys, even like regular guys, like on the street, like in general, like they be so happy just to be in my presence. Like everybody that sees me knows I go live. They're like, oh, does he know you're on? Does he not see the camera? I mean, it will be a camera and the nigga will pick it up and be like, yo, what's up? This Shauna's, friend, woo wop. And they be like, oh, he didn't know he was on camera.
Come on now. Stop.
You get what I'm saying? But guys really want to show off, who they're with, and they don't care. Guys really don't really have an issue with the trans aspect. It's only when it gets back to how famous.
It's after the fact.
And how famous that trans is. And I every single time, every nigga that I post, it could be somebody that ain't even got a social media. Somebody knows him. That's somebody, brothers, cousins, uncles, somebody. And it gets right back to me.
But what kind of guys do you like?
I like guys who are like, honestly, like I don't know if it's like a look. I like, it's hard to describe. I was in a relationship with my ex, and I throw him out there all the time because that was my one true love. And a guy that respects me and loves me for me unapologetically, fuck everybody else's opinion. He's there solely for me. If I ask for something, you provide right then and there. There's no question asked. That's the guy who I want to deal with. If I say, babe, I need a condo and I need it in downtown Miami, can you help me? If you cannot do that, I can't have a conversation.
Sheesh.
But it's just, I'm 30 years old.
I need a condo in Miami.
Like, that's serious. Like, right. I mean, and think about it. I live in Atlanta now. I live in downtown, and my rent's not even that expensive. But that was through my followers and my fans as well. So it's like, if I can do this, help me out. And I'm not going to deal with a guy who is not making $150,000 or more a year, period.
Well, Shauna, what about you? What kind of man do you like?
This is just like, for me, it's kind of a hard question to answer because I was engaged for about 2 years to, I don't even know where to start. It's not, I don't have anything positive.
All I heard was Shauna go,
I don't have anything.
It's like one of those stories that you hear or read of. Like,
it's like some movie shit, for real.
It's really, it's that.
Give us the clip notes.
I know that we have time, but the type of person that I'm referring to is like, I'm going to be respectful to a certain extent, right? But I don't really have anything positive to say because after so long, I'm like, okay, yeah, he had money. Great deal of money. I don't believe in that no more. Like, of course, I make the type of money that I make, so I would like to have my significant other be, financially stable so that we can do things together, right? But just because somebody has money does not mean that they're a good person for you to be with.
Of course not.
Because he was crazy. And I feel like I wasted 2 years of my life.
What was crazy?
Just very mentally psychotic. Like Lifetime movie mind games. Do you hear me? Like crazy, like this doesn't happen in real life. This is something on a movie or a book.
Somebody wrote that.
You know what I mean? Like after I kind of like got out of the situation and was completely done with it, I'm like, this person is a very intellectual mastermind. But that can be dangerous if used in a certain aspect. And that's pretty much what kind of person he was.
How'd you finally leave?
I just was over it. And it was some time coming. I started noticing certain things about him. I started paying attention to little behaviors and the way that he was trying to mind fuck me and treat me and just little things, you know. And I had some outside people that were very close to him that were kind of low key giving me little signs and little, you know, notes and things like that secretly. And I just kind of like faded away.
The fade out. To fade to black.
That's my favorite way to get rid of somebody.
I just kind of faded
to black.
You know what I
Slowly
mean? I
but
just
surely,
faded. Like slowly but surely.
That's
and it
when
was
we
crazy.
Met. You were in the middle of
I was in the middle of everything when you came to LA.
You were trying to explain it to me, but didn't know how to explain it.
And I didn't know how to explain it, but it was just like, I got to get out of this situation.
She pulled up
Shauna.
on me in a G-Wagon. I was like, wait a minute, girl. Since we going to the spa, and I'm like, girl, I can't even afford to put my leg in this car, girl. I'm homeless right now. Like, what is going on? She's like, it's not what it seems.
It's not what it seems. All that glitters is not gold, baby.
So does that mean
that glitter is dirt on the bottom of somebody's shoe.
So does that mean money's not as important to you now?
No. I make enough money. I'm good. I make enough money to deal with a guy that doesn't make enough money as me, and we can still ball out.
Right.
I'm fine. Because this motherfucker was crazy. And now it's like I don't even know what kind of person I like because people are so deceiving. So it's like you could be the perfect man. You guys have to understand this person is really, really, really intellectual. He proposed to me within 6 months of us dating. There was a reason why I said yes. He was very charming.
Right.
He was financially stable. Things were really good. You know what I mean? At a point in time, yeah, he was the love of my life, right? But it's like Jekyll and Hyde, on and off. Like, I'm going to be this kind of person down to a T for you to think this is the man I am. And then one day I'm going to switch it on your ass. And so I'm a hustler. I've always been a hustler. Like my whole life since I was 16 years old, really like grinding for real, putting in the footwork. And he didn't want me to work. He didn't want me to dance. He
Controlling.
He started hating on my Instagram, and I'm like, I've had this Instagram before I knew you. I was stripping before I knew you.
Doing.
The mutual friend that introduced us was a customer at my club, not my customer, but you know, he was like the homie that would come to the club, you know, buy bitch chicken wings and shit, like wouldn't kick it.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you expecting me to leave this life just because I'm with you? Oh, I'm your fiance, I'm going to put a ring on your finger. You're not doing that anymore. Okay, so then you're going to take care of, you're going to pick up the slack, right? You're going to take care of the lost wages for me not doing that anymore. Oh yeah, no problem. And at a point he was, but I never felt comfortable. I always felt like very uncomfortable. Even when we got, you know, a place together, I never felt like that was my home. I never unpacked my stuff.
Because you felt like at any moment he could be like...
I just didn't... It was just something that was just not right for me. And I felt
But that was your expertise, no, like in life? Like yeah. You know what I mean? Because some women would not have picked up where she left out. You get what I'm saying? They would have gotten married. Right. And then once that last name would have came, it would have been a wrap. You are done.
No.
Checkmate.
I wasn't going through that. And I just left with nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, I left with my clothes, but I was with this person for 2 years. I lost so much money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I lost so much money, so many different opportunities. He started hating on Instagram. Okay. Even when I tried to switch and do like, you know, the funny little comedy stuff on Instagram, I started doing those because I lived in LA and I know a lot of the comedians on Instagram that have high following and whatnot. So I'm like, let me get into this community. These are my friends anyway. Let's link up, do some funny shit, whatever. That was a problem. You're pretending like this guy's girlfriend. This is a comedy skit for Instagram. It's a skit. Do you hear me? It's like 60 seconds long, dude. Like, really? So it just was, everything was a problem. And I was just like, this person is not allowing me to be myself, and my growth and my development is something that is very important to me. So I'm like, no, it's just not going to work. And then it's like, I'm watching you, nigga. I'm peeping you. You're not doing financial stuff for me to be okay. You're doing financial stuff for you to be okay, and for me to just be your wife.
For me to rely on
your pocket. Mm-hmm. I'm not relying on no man. It's not going to happen. I don't care what I got to get out in these streets and do. I'm not going to rely on no man. And so once he started taking little things from me, my freedom, and making me feel like he was stunting my growth, and just being crazy, manipulative, and very narcissistic behavior, like, I will watch him leech onto my family and act like the perfect guy. Like, it was really like a fucking nightmare.
That's crazy.
Can't let a man meet your family.
It was really a fucking nightmare.
I've tried to tell them.
It was a nightmare. And it was like different things were happening, just period, like our lease ending. And different things were happening right on time. And I felt like God was like, I'm going to have this happen, and this happen, and this happen to help you wiggle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it's like the lease is ending, and then I'm like, well, okay, I'm just going to stay with my family in Atlanta, because I have a place in Atlanta as well. And it was just little things were happening where I could just kind of get away. Mm-hmm. But like Shauna said, when she came to LA, I was like, Shauna, this is not what it seems. It looks good. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a G-Wagon and I'm looking good, and I'm switching bags out every day and everything is looking good, but this is the worst time of my whole life.
Wow. Been there, done that. Yes, got the t-shirt.
And the keychain.
Got the keychain, got the pictures.
Man. Girl, it was an imposter.
It was an imposter.
Yep. That's crazy. So now you feel like it's hard to trust.
So now I just don't even know what, I just be feeling like niggas just are not nothing. Mm-hmm. And I don't know who to trust. I don't know.
But you also can't let somebody
I can't let them jade your future. You know what I mean? Right. So I do like allow myself to, I'm still a good person. So I allow myself to meet people and be fluid and with the relationship and the way that the relationship is going. But in the back of my mind, I still be like, you just never know.
Right. You don't.
You just never know. And it's not because they have money that makes them better or anything. Because I've been dating guys that
you could Google. That's the biggest background check you could do.
But Google, if it ain't a New York Times or Vogue,
a background check. These people, like I told you, he's a mastermind.
And you need like references too
nowadays.
My boyfriend to your girlfriends.
I think you can tell by how somebody's friends and family treat them too. It gives you an indication of what type of person they are. Like, do they have really good friends and family? Do their friends and family get excited and love when they're around? And do they have really positive things to say about them? Do they have a strong circle around them? Because I think
it was hard to read. Yeah. People are different, right? Mm-hmm. And I know that some people are really friendly. Some people are more quiet. Some people are more, we don't know you like that, so we're not going to let you in. So I could never just figure out the vibe.
When it's time to start a family, that's a completely personal decision. Some women want kids now. Others want to wait 10 years. No matter what's your plan, consider taking an at-home hormone fertility test from Modern Fertility. Modern Fertility gives you the knowledge and information you need to plan ahead, all for only $159. The same test costs over $1,000 at a doctor's office, and you can use an FSA or HSA. Plus, Modern Fertility ships your kit to your home and gives your physician-reviewed results in a few days. All tests are conducted in a CLIA-certified lab, and Modern Fertility's team of physicians and clinical advisors lead some of the nation's top fertility clinics. It's important because I personally have so many questions about fertility. When is it time for me to start a family? How difficult will it be? This all is so helpful, and I don't even have to go to a doctor's office to get my results. Visit modernfertility.com/Angela Yee. Take their fertility quiz and get $20 off your Modern Fertility test. That's modernfertility.com/Angela Yee to take the fertility quiz and get $20 off. modernfertility.com/Angela Yee. Can you tell when somebody whole family and friends, like, they don't have a lot of friends and their family don't fuck with them? It's probably a reason.
But see, it wasn't even that. Very good family and people around him were like good. You know what I mean? But
because that's always been a gauge for me. Like, how does he treat his mom? How does, like things like that? I always look at that. And how do they treat people that can't do anything for them? Mm-hmm. Like, if we're going somewhere, and that's not saying that's not the only thing, but like I pay attention to stuff like that. Like, I look at how people treat other people that
con artists can con anybody.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
What I'm saying.
They can.
Okay. Con artist.
No, you're right.
Con artists can. I look. I got conned this year too by my ex-manager and stole my whole company. Like, I've had everything happen to me in this last year. That
Shauna, where is your book coming out?
Okay.
2018 was
and let me tell you, like, it's, oh my gosh, even that too, that is an issue in itself with my book. Like, the publishing deal, now I'm dealing with going back and forth with the company the narrative of my book. So it's like Dr. Martin Luther King's people and the publishing company. So certain things that I can't talk about in the book, like, I'm getting sent back. Like, you can't talk about it. So I'm like, okay, well, this is part of my history, but like, what, I got to sugarcoat it? I'm not a sugarcoating type of girl.
Right. You're not at all.
So if I say that I had to go and suck John Peter Joe's penis at 14 years old, walking home from school, that's what happened. How do you sugarcoat it?
Right.
You know what I mean? That was my first time. So it's a lot going on, especially with, like, people thrive on people's hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and they use that as catnip for people to jump up and grab. And that is the problem, because you don't know who to trust. And sometimes when you do jump up and you get caught along with that hook.
That's true. That's pretty much one of the main things.
But we also can't be islands by ourselves. At least y'all have each other.
Right.
Too.
Listen, the best thing that has happened to me, a smile on my face and, like, literally, like, a genuine friendship. But I will say, like, initially I was more, like, hey, let's hang out. And she was just like, we can link up here.
Right.
Girl, but remember, I told you why. I told you he's crazy.
Yeah.
And he was one of those I hate gay people kind of people.
Oh, hell no. You
And
can't never be with nobody like that.
That was the one thing I remember when I first met him. I promise you guys, it's when I first met him. It was 4th of July weekend 2 years ago. And that was when we first met. And we were just talking, getting to know each other. And he asked me, how do you feel about gay people? And I'm like, what? I'm a proud member, period. I'm a member of the gay, trans, lesbian, whatever community. He's like, what do you mean you're a member? I'm like, I'm a woman and I'm straight, but I'm involved. I'm a whole member. What you talking about? I'm part of the community, period. That's how I feel.
It's my family.
And you know what he said to me? I don't ever want to hear you say that again. I said it again.
Right. Immediately.
That's the kind of person I am. I said, I'm going to say it again. So I said it again, and he got infuriated and said, that's not a part of my culture. That is something we're strongly against. And if you're going to be with me, you have to stand by your man. That was one of his quotes. You have to stand by your man. And I don't support that. That's what is abomination was the word that he used. That's an abomination. And he tried to give me all these Bible facts about how it's just so bad and all the things. And I'm just like, I don't have nothing to do with that. He probably
secretly gay, child. He probably in the class.
That's what it is.
I don't have nothing to do with that. Like, I don't really care. Like, I fuck with people for who they are. I don't care if they're gay, straight, if they're trans, lesbian, whatever the case. I don't care if it's an alien with a dick-gina. Do you hear me?
I'm not fucking with no aliens.
A dick-gina. That's my friend.
With a dick-gina.
And you're going to leave her dick-gina alone.
I've never heard of dick-gina before. But I like
period. Like, it doesn't matter what you have going on. If you're my friend, you're my friend. If you're nice to me, you respect me, and you know what I mean, you have my best interest at your heart, you're my friend.
Did you think he would change his beliefs?
I'm not here to make people change their beliefs. I'm going to believe what I want to believe. But I just would notice, like, the shade and the hate, and I just, like, it used to make my blood boil. Like, even when I was planning my wedding and I was going over the guest list, there were a lot of gay people on there. There were a lot of lesbian girls. There were a lot of transgender people on there. Like, come on, you were on there. You know what I mean? There were people on there that were gay. And he's like, oh, no, what? Oh, no, your gay friend from Pittsburgh? Oh, no, he can't come. Oh, wait, this girl that you showed me her Instagram? Oh, no, she can't come.
What the hell?
I'm like, what do you mean? These are my friends. Yeah. These are my people. They're going to come to my wedding.
Know who you're marrying. These are who's going to be around.
They're going to come to my wedding. He's like, oh, my family would completely be disgusted with that, to be at our wedding and to see all these fucking gay people running around. And I was like, you're sick.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't be around nobody angry.
And it was just like little things like that I was just putting on the notes.
Y'all know how much it irritates me when people have negative things to say about anybody from the LGBTQ community. I'll be like, all right, relax.
Yeah, she had a big problem with someone we knew.
One of our friends, because they had something negative to say about trans women. And I was like, do you know?
What did they say about me?
Not you. This was a long time ago. But, you know, she was just saying, I think it's wrong. I think it's a mental illness.
It's none of your business.
You know, and things like that. And I'm like, do you know any trans women to even make a statement like that?
Right.
To even know who, you know, because I think people get confused about like this is the gender that I identify with and all of that. And she
and
just
who I
wasn't.
Sleep with.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're two separate things and people can't get their minds around that. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the biggest issue as is. But no, I don't.
I'll go hard for it because I'd be like, you don't even, like, I have friends that are trans women, you know, and so to me, in my whole life, I've always known people. So I do think sometimes it's exposure to certain groups of people, like, because some people just don't know.
People change after they meet me.
Right. Exactly.
People change. How I gained my success is by networking and rubbing elbows with people. And I tell people, like, me and Miss Deb had a conversation one night, girl, for like 3 hours. And I just literally had to lay it on the line with her and Tammy, you know, like I had to look, y'all are talking so much shit about my name and my brand and who I and what I am. But if you really sat and thought about it logically, if I was mean, if I was rude, if I was disrespectful, if I was oblivious to anybody around me, how would I have gained so much and so far in my career with networking with people if I was such a bad, disrespectful individual? That doesn't make sense. I have my network is so large and so diverse that I can't be a rude and disrespectful type of individual. It's impossible. So when people do meet me, they're like, oh my God, you're so different from your social media. They're like, wow. Okay, well, that's how I got the role, or that's how I like literally got any advantage or any leverage in, you know, in this industry.
Since you brought up Love and Hip Hop, Stevie J. Now, we look for you and we see this whole Stevie J story, and Johnny Blaze said you and Stevie J had some type of relationship. So let's clear that up.
I'm off the contract. I'm no longer on season 7, which my contract that I interviewed with them for 3 hours, damn near, said that I was a cast member the next day. It actually didn't come to me. It came to my agent, which was my acting agent. And Johnny basically said I had sex with Stevie J. I was texting Mona. I was texting Steph like, what's going on? My phone's going crazy. I don't know what happened. Somebody sends me the video, and when I watched the video, I was horrified. I was humiliated. I was like every emotion, because this was my friend. You know what I mean? Like, and I take a lot of women into my personal space because I'm very accepting and very, very loving unconditionally, that people just open up to me because I'm open myself and I want you to accept me for me. So I accepted Johnny for Johnny. And I think that as a friend, I was so betrayed because it's like, not only did you say something about me, you knew it would stick. You knew it was going to stay a topic that at the time, if I'm signed with Love and Hip Hop, I can't talk and defend myself. There's no way possible that I could. So I'm texting Steph. I'm like, I don't know this man. Never met him. She was like, really? And I was like, yeah, but you can send him my number so we can talk about this. I don't want any parts of this at all. So I couldn't defend myself. I couldn't do anything. And then the internet just took. And because I've always threw out receipts, building my career and following, if Shauna says it happened, it happened. So everybody was waiting for me to talk about it. But filming was like in September. So I'm not talking shit, bitch. Like, no, I'm not going to say anything. And then when as time went on, the cards played out and I got invited to like 2 filming episodes, and I was distraught because it was like, I needed that $2,000 per episode. I needed to film for 13 episodes. Everybody on that cast had my name in their mouth. From Young Jock on the radio talking about me, about what happened, to like Tammy. Like that's my network. Like that was my segue into being who I wanted the world to perceive me as. And I think she crushed an opportunity that was more in my eyes, more financial. And I can't respect anybody who stops my money. I can't respect a cop who pulls me over and wants to smile at you at the court date and act like everything's okay. No, it's not okay. You stop in my bag, you might as well spit in my food. And I saw her, one time after that on a red carpet, and the video depicted exactly how I felt about her. And it was like, why did you do that to me? When no one was there, when Miss Deb, when you got out of jail and your boyfriend knocked your teeth out your mouth and you called my phone. I opened my arms and my home to you, free of rent, no charge, no nothing. But yet Miss Deb didn't offer you that either. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I was a true friend to you when no one was there, whether you wanted
But why would she have done that?
I don't know. And I think that was the only thing that she could say in retaliation to come back at Stevie that would actually
seem like maybe it's
that
true.
Would
like,
make him look a certain way.
Yeah.
And it would be passable or believable.
Right. And then from that, honestly, I got nothing from that. So then I was like insiderly blackballed from any type of exposure from it. You know what I mean?
So when she said that, it stopped Stevie from wanting you to be on the show or something? Because why didn't you just do the show?
Your guess is good.
So they basically got you off when she said that.
I got the screenshots. I'll show Angela like
I got receipts.
Look, I got the receipts. No, it was verbatim. Johnny messed up what I had planned for you.
Okay, I get what you're saying. What I mean? So whatever she said fucked it up.
Whatever. I mean, even if they did want it, maybe if that was a reason they would have put us together. However, I don't know, because I wasn't brought up on a storyboard of what my segue, into the, cast would be.
Right.
But I know that I was signed and I was getting paid my coins, and I interviewed with Mona especially, and I poured my life out to those people. It was 30 some people in there. Viacom, Mona Me Entertainment Productions, and Eastern. So, and I didn't know that I was going in there for an interview for Love and Hip Hop. Steph was my girlfriend. I was under the impression, she said, I want you to meet Mona. I had met Lee Daniels earlier, who cried on me in an audition when he realized who I was. And then from that, I went to go deal with Mona. When I met Mona, it was easy breezy. Like everything was cool. I told him how I got here from the very beginning of my career to what got me to sit in this chair. And I said, every one of those people know who I am. And we're all in some way intertwined in the entertainment industry, but I need you to help me find my voice. That's what I want. Shauna's love life and literally finding my cue in music, because everybody around me is talented. Mm-hmm. So am I. What's the problem? Help a bitch out. And she knocked that bag away from me. And I don't think that's forgivable.
Mm-mm. Well, damn. Well, listen, before we get out of here, I have one more question for y'all. And everybody's going to answer this one. Okay. Let's say you start dating somebody new. You go to their house for the first time and there are semen stains on the sheets when you pull it back. Do you stay and keep it going, or are you like negative?
I'm OCD. That's unacceptable.
First of all, listen, bye. I'm out of here.
What if it's lotion?
No, I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna look at it.
Them little, you be like,
no, I ask questions. I ask questions. Definitely, I ask questions because I don't know. Could be like you said, lotion, deodorant, whatever. I ask questions. Excuse me, what is that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Hair. Oh, do you have a girlfriend?
Oh, that's just
yes or no?
What if he said he just masturbated?
Why you didn't clean it up?
He better say it's
Why
lotion.
didn't you clean it up? Why didn't you change your sheets? You know I was coming. So now that speaks volumes about you. You's a dirty ass nigga. And you was cool with a guest, a new girl that you're dating and that you should be trying to impress, getting in your cummy bed.
I'm telling you, she be on it.
Getting in your cummy bed. Like, you should have just changed it. I'm a down ass bitch. You could have just not had no sheets and it could have just been the mattress, and you could have just said to me, oh man, I just threw all my bedding in the wash. I hope you said the problem. What, nigga? I'm with it. I'm cool. Like,
you need me to
know what I mean? Just be honest.
Right. Is that the dryer now? Okay.
It's not a problem, but that's rude and it's nasty.
Did anybody ever accuse you and it really wasn't like something? I'm not gonna. I had something on my pants one time. And I'm gonna.
You had cum on your pants?
No, I think I was at the juice bar and I spilled something on me.
Ain't no cum in the juice bar.
No, it's not. But there's definitely things that could be on your clothes. So somebody said something to me and they was like, "Where are you coming from?" So I'm like, I didn't even remember. And they just like, you look like you got cum on your pants. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I did. I told them, please come on my pants. Like, I need you to. Please
you were
come
like,
on
here,
pants.
taste it.
Yeah.
That's foul. If somebody do that, that's foul.
See, but that's what I think, like, when you say that, but I know what you're talking about, obviously.
Right.
There's people that are dirty and won't fucking clean their sheets and then try to fuck you.
That's a dirty ass nigga.
Yeah.
Period.
And then it's like, okay, maybe he didn't see it or he didn't know. No, but you knew you just slept with somebody. You knew that since the last time you had sex that you didn't wash your bedding. So there's really no excuse. I tried to, like,
really don't even care like that.
And
I mean,
you're
to be
not
quite
using a
frank and
condom.
honest.
Right. You think guys change their sheets every time they have sex?
They need to.
They should, but I don't think they do.
I don't think that they do, but this is the thing. If you know that you're inviting me over here and you say to yourself, 7 days ago, I slept with Tanya in this bed. Now Chanel's coming over here. Let me tidy up the place.
What if
They
the
don't
cum
even
is
think
from
that
you?
far. They do not think that far.
What if the cum is from you?
Ooh.
She just got there.
The night before. What if you was there like 2 nights before?
Well, you would know if it was yours.
No. This is a new guy.
Yeah, this is new. This
is it his cum? Because he should have a condom on.
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
bitch.
he didn't.
Who cum is it, ho?
Maybe he took the condom off and it spilled
out. Or at this point, it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
and you should have changed your sheets.
Or maybe the condom was stuck inside of you.
Oh my God.
Just wash your sheets,
you should have changed the sheets before you invited a new chick over, period.
Listen, it's New York. Y'all cannot go and just wash the sheets every damn day, especially if you have an active lifestyle, right?
I got a washing machine in my crib.
Look, like I said, it would have been bare mattress. It would have to be bare mattress. Like, I just washed my bed. And you don't got to tell me that you just had sex with whoever yesterday. You know what I mean? But you could just say, man, I just threw my bedding in the wash. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I don't got no covers on the bed. You know what I mean?
What about the couch?
You said what?
My freaky ass women were like, well, so why are you washing the sheets? You had some company on?
That's what I would say.
That, you know, what y'all
I
doing?
wouldn't even thought that. I would have just thought you were just doing laundry.
Not me. I'd be like, this nigga was fucking yesterday.
Because I clean my bedding a lot. Like, I'll just wake up one day and be like, I'm just going to wash these sheets. Like, you know what I mean?
What if he's bald and he's got shampoo in the shower?
He might say it's for his beard. Like, niggas is so slick. They'll be like, no, this for my beard.
That is...
Niggas say all kinds of shit.
Somebody is lying.
It's yours.
Blonde hair. That sound like...
I definitely, like, in the past, I definitely was, like, talking to this guy and went over for the first time and he had all of the CVS women's products in his bathroom.
Damn, CVS.
Okay, I'm talking about like
that nigga
from tampons to
I don't play
face
that tampon
wash.
shit.
But I'm the same way too because I'm very
All
accommodable for like everybody when they come to my house.
I said, what is all of this? You have tampons, you have Nair, you have shampoo.
What if he's like, I like anal, sometimes my butt bleed.
You are a whole...
He's like, my girlfriend lives here. That's what the fuck it is.
I asked and he had the nerve to say, oh, my family was in town and so
I've heard
my
that
mom and my sister, you know, they were using
what
my
if there's
bathroom.
like 8 bottles of lube?
Ooh.
Different
His
kinds.
mom was there.
Half used.
His mom was there.
Yeah.
My mom likes lube.
Niggas use the same excuses though. That family in town.
Yeah, my family was
sister,
in town.
she be staying over here sometimes.
Yeah.
Why do they lie? Why do they lie?
Because they lie
about
for a
everything.
living. They just lie for a living.
Like they will lie on a dick.
That's very irritating.
Just a lie.
Why you tell me it's 11 inches? Like I hear it's 7, girl.
It's
You
cool.
Don't do that.
You were growing
Anytime
out of
a guy
sugar.
tells you how big his dick is, I never believe it.
I don't even like those kind of conversations.
Yeah, how do you do it?
I don't like that. When men, like, I just don't like that. Like, I honestly hate when men, like, text me, like, sexual stuff if we're not, like,
on that
level.
Right.
When guys if we're not, text, like,
don't solicit
baby, I wish you were in the bed with me right now. Like, no, ew, what are you talking about? Why are you saying that to me? We're just dating. Like, we're just, like, it's just, it makes me feel so uncomfortable. I don't know why. Or when they send a picture of their dick, that just takes me off the fucking edge.
I don't like that. If I'm not fucking
I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Listen, send me the dick pics.
You said
send me the dick pics.
Oh, girl, I got you.
Well, you know what? Actually, I can't. Wait a minute. Pause.
Yeah, don't lie.
That's how I evaluate.
I have had in the past, a couple dick pics that I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because I liked the guy and we were kind of on that vibe. So it was okay. But I mean, like, new guys, like.
New guys shouldn't send dick pics.
Don't do that.
Unless I ask for it.
Yeah, because then I think you have it in your phone already.
Right.
Ready to go.
Like, did you just really just say, oh, hold on real quick?
No.
Like, no.
What about, has a guy ever tried to talk to you and then tried to talk to Chanel also and then y'all talked about it?
That hasn't happened between me and Shauna personally, but that does happen between me and my friends all the time. There's a guy that is cool with our whole crew, okay? To the point where we all homeboyed him, right? Like, he's all of our friend at this point, you know what I mean? But that definitely happens with my friends.
We all homeboyed him.
We all homeboyed him. At this point, you try to talk to me and this girl and this girl and this girl, you know that we're all friends because when you met me, I was with this one. When you met her, she was with the other friend in our circle. Like, you know that we're all friends. But that nigga sound like
he got money.
He does have money. So that's why we all homeboyed him. Okay?
We hungry. What if he was just looking for love and,
he was whooping the nub is what he was doing.
The other person was like, no, I think my friend is better for you than me.
No. Niggas don't think like that. Niggas know off jump and look, take it from me. They know what they want when they see you up front. Like, that's just what it is.
All right. So to end the show, which lip service member gave this story? All right. She said, one of my neighbors came across the street when I was young and had her son with her and said that my son says that you guys had sex with each other and I need to talk to your mother right now to verify whether or not this is true. Now, I had never had sex with him. I was actually still a virgin, but I couldn't believe that he was going around lying on his dick.
Wow.
Didn't I just say
a kid?
11 years old.
Said that he had sex with the neighbors.
With one of us.
Oh.
And his mom came over and...
Like, let me talk
just
about
to verify.
this. And it clearly was just so untrue.
Cross-reference.
Yeah, he was lying on his dick, on his underage dick.
Little pee-pee.
Wow, that's gross.
Which one of us has
an 11-year-old, they really start that young.
Listen.
With the games. I think it was you.
You think it was me?
I don't know why.
Shauna, who you think it was?
Gigi.
I just did everything.
Gigi crazy. All right. Well, you guys will find out next week.
Oh, man. Okay.
Now, before we get out of here, Shauna, let people know where they can find you and what you have coming up.
Well, look. You can find me on social media, all avenues, THE, Shauna Brooks, SHAUNA. And what I have coming up, look, I'm quiet. I learned my lesson last year. So, you see me there, I'm there. And hi.
I see you when I see you.
I see you when I see you.
Hi. All right, Chanel.
My Instagram is CHANELAYANA1, Chanel Ayana 1.
All right, lip service, we out of here. Yes, and we are so excited here at Lip Service to announce that we do have a live show happening in New York City. It goes down March 28th at Caroline's. So make sure you go and get your tickets. You can go to carolines.com to get all that information. It's also pinned on my Twitter page. So if you want to find that link, I know Gigi and L'Oreal, we've all been posting about it. We're going to have some very special surprises for y'all. So make sure you get your tickets before they sell out. We're going to have a great time, and we haven't even announced who's going to be there yet.